or smell the presence of mold, call Henry Bean of X1 Adjusters for a free inspection to review your current policy or analyze your existing claim. Henry Bean has recovered $1 million for property owners all across the state of Florida, just like you. The insurance company has their own adjusters, and you should have your own as well. Call Henry Bean the Adjuster now at 954-901-4495. Henry is ready to help you, and all his inspections are always free. Once again, that number is 954-901-4495, or send an email to henry@x1adjusters.com. X1 Adjusters.
This is a solicitation for business. If you have had a claim for an insured property loss or damage, and you are satisfied with the payment by the insurer, you may disregard this advertisement.
I'm a young black man doing all that I can to stand. Oh, but I look around and I see what's being done to my kind. Every day I'm being haunted as prey. My people don't want no trouble. We better no struggle. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live. I just wanna live.
This is Revolution Show. The year is 2020, the number. Another summer, get down. Sound of the funky drummer. Music hitting the heart, cause I know you got soul. Brothers and sisters.
The information age got them seeing what's really wrong with these racist days. I honor the strong and pity the weak. Your thoughts run your life, be careful what you think. Haiti beat France in century 17. Salute Toussaint and Dessalines. And I do love France, know what I mean? It's a system I'm talking, nobody's agreeing. They say it's suicide when dead bodies are swinging. Cowards are hunting black men, that's what I'm seeing. How many toasters have been burnt down? And once Central Park was a thriving black town. Yo, Chuck, I'm fighting the power right now thanks to you, Flav and P.E. Putting it down, putting your life on the line so I can rap now. The next generation still singing Fight the Power.
Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power. We got to fight the powers that be.
Police think they weighing 6'9" over the law. Wanna give us short sticks, but we really need a long. To the boys in the hood, ducking bullets and batons. From boys in the hood, triple K's on their arm. 4 fingers on my palm, screaming fight. Change the policy, defund, buy back our property. You love Black Panther, but not Fred Hampton. Word to the Howards and the Aggies and the Hamptons. They book us, won't book us. I'm Booker. T. Washington, George killed 420. Think about it. That's 2,000 pennies. The value black life, the cost of going to Wendy's for a 4-quarter burger. Ended in murder. Fight for Brianna and the pain of her mama got us out, man.
Bring that beat back, man. 2, 3, 4, hit it. People, stronger than this evil. Smashing your power structure. Melanin Royal Regal. System designed to kill and unprotect. Worldwide hit the streets just to get some respect. Our fight and our rights for freedom will never waver. Justice Breonna Taylor. Salute Chuck and Flavor. Feel the same anger since Radio Raheem died. Black power to the people, push forward pride.
Fight the power like it's an octo. Born to fight, I made it off the block though. Thought he had a gun and he was black, that's the combo. The police killed George having the convo. They killed Malcolm X, they killed Dr. King. They gave us guns and dope, they wanna stop our kings. Trying to erase our history, stop and think. History class ain't tell us about Juneteenth. Cops don't give a damn about a Negro. Pull a trigger, kill a nigga, he's a key, bro. Living life on welfare. The last one who cared was Obamacare, round 12. Nose kinda bloody, gotta keep fighting. Trump through the North Korea, they respect violence. If you ain't tryna have your city on fire, put some respect on our name. We come from gold and diamonds.
Fight the power! Fight the power! Fight the power! We got to fight the powers that be. Elvis was a hero the most, but he never meant to me. You see, straight up racist, the sucker was simple and plain. Cause I'm black and I'm proud, I'm ready, I'm hyper, I'm amped. Most of my heroes on a piano stamp. Sample all look like you look and find nothing but Reginald for 400 years if you check.
Don't worry, be happy.
Was a #1 jam. Damn if I said you could slap me right here. Get it.
Let's get this party started right.
Right on, come on. What we got to say? Power to the people, no delay. Make everybody see in order to fight the powers that be.
Good afternoon and welcome to a Wednesday edition of Ask Mathis. I'm your host, Reginald Mathis, and rocking with me is my brother, Wildman Teddy T, a.k.a. Baron the Mound Builder.
Yes. It's a beautiful day outside.
Yes, it is. And on the wheels of steel, man, we have our brother, DJ Newkirk. What it do, sir?
We here keeping it rolling. Keeping it rolling.
Behind Backstage is where you can find him on YouTube and on Facebook. Y'all subscribe to that brother's page, man. He has some awesome content, man, beyond the Ask Mathis show, which is the awesomest.
The awesomest content. But he got a whole lot of things, man, you should familiarize yourself with. DJ Newkirk, man, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you, sir.
And, of course, man, Ask Mathis is brought to you by none other than X1 Adjusters and Henry Bean, man. If you having any kind of issue going on with the crib, a weather incident, storm, flooding, rain, tree falls on your crib, whatever, give Henry Bean a call, man. They'll come out at no charge, bro. They don't get paid unless you get paid. That's what I like. I love fees and costs like that. Somebody got skin in the game. So give them a call, man. Henry Bean, you got that number for him, DJ Newkirk?
It's 954-901-4495.
There you
954-901-4495.
Yes, indeed, man. And we certainly like to give our sincere condolences to the family of late Congressman Al C. Hastings, well as former federal judge Al C. Hastings. Passed away at 84 years old, pancreatic cancer. You only promised 70. So if you make it beyond 70, it's super good.
Blessing.
It's super good. Like, you can't ask for more. Anything else is just, borrowed time, man. But certainly, he left an indelible mark on the legal community, and that's what it is, man. Let's get that brother. Yeah, man, controversial figure. He was removed from office when he was a federal judge, man, which he later was exonerated, so to speak, but one of those, he was the original, like Ben Crump type figure, Brother Allen up in Broward type figure, H.T. Smith type figure in the law. If something was going down, he would, be one of those attorneys that would get the call if it was something that went down in the community. And so, he made an indelible impression on the law, and so much so that he was appointed to the federal bench, where he served for over 10 years. And then he ran for Congress after being removed in a bribery scandal, which he came back, on, but he was still removed, and he never got that judgeship back. But he reinvented himself, talking about from like 89, going from, what would be considered disgrace or, fall from grace or whatever. He picked himself up, dusted himself off, and went into the bowels of Congress making roaring, passionate speeches. Like, he was one of the best orators out there. I remember seeing him as a young lawyer. He spoke at the B'nai B'rith. The B'nai B'rith is the legal organization for primarily Jewish people. So the B'nai B'rith, and he was their speaker, and I went to see him speak. Brother is talented. He is a gifted orator. And, as much as he could, he did things for, South Florida community. His district went as high up as like Fort Pierce, in that area, and he came down and touched Fort Lauderdale, Broward County. So he had a lot of pull, and he touched a lot of people. And then he had Art Kennedy in Broward, who was his, long-term, counsel guy, as far as giving him counsel. There was a team, man. So definitely to his family, condolences, rest in peace, man. Who's gone, man. And then sliding over to, DMX. DMX supposed to be undergoing certain tests today, which is going to determine, whether or not he's going to be on the road to recovery, based on traditional medicine. But, as we know, the doctors aren't necessarily in charge. They there to do what they got to do, but, other people, man, another person in particular can come in and do, it's in his hands right now. So if he got more work to be done here, then, he'll touch him. If he says, man, your work is done here, I need you in another capacity, his will be done. That's what it is. So, man, bro.
I think he coming back.
Yeah, man. I mean, with Lamar Odom, I thought that was a done situation. And then, look, Lamar is doing interviews. He seemed like he back better than ever.
Yeah.
So, hopefully, it'll be something similar. Like, Teddy, you followed anything as far as, what drug he supposedly took and what effect OD would have? Is that something that, in your vast experience, may you have witnessed, somebody, not doing so well substance wise?
I mean, it's career substance abuse with DMX, so it could be just the element of, it wasn't like he was in a bad space because he just got a new deal. They was just down here shooting a video. So,
Right, and then, that was a huge joke doing that versus, with Snoop. So, he was on top of mind for a lot of people.
He actually, he went in under good signs, so it's just really, it's kind of like, do he want to come back? You know what I mean? That's how I feel.
Right.
Because I don't really think it's really anything that could send him out. I think it's a way where he's like, he feel good, he in a good space, he got his money back, he could go. So he tried to go, but it was like, wait,
right. Yeah, bro.
He's spiritual.
I definitely.
He's totally a spiritual person.
Know that.
Medicine can't really do anything for him right now. This is all spiritual warfare.
So it's on that will. It's on that will.
Now, we was having a conversation about, when I said I was working at the airport and I had the seizure and DMX, he was in an ambulance with me. My wife was, when I was having a conversation with her, she was telling me, because everybody told her what happened, but I was falling back, so he caught me from busting my head on the cement. So I may not possibly been here if it wasn't for that brother. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So that's real talk.
Wow. So you
special
prayer.
Definitely praying for
DJ
DMX.
Newkirk. Yeah, man. That's something.
It was funny though because last Saturday in the morning, I woke up and I had a text and it said, DMX passed, RIP DMX.
What?
But then it was like,
yeah. Then there's a lot of recantations.
He said he's unresponsive. But they was like RIP. That was like the first text that I got in the morning.
Yeah, it's, that's the thing right now. Folks are so ready to be the first to get some news out there, some information out there that they jumping before. Folks are notified, things are done. It's just you want to be out there. You want to be the first one to just pop. And, bro, when you're dealing with, life and death, and when you're dealing with that, bro, wait on your signal from the family.
Right.
Wait on the signal. Wait on the signal from the family. Wait on the signal from the family, man.
They too scared that they're gonna be the second one saying or the third one telling the news.
Yeah, because everybody's seeking to monetize everything. If you can monetize waking up in the morning, making a sandwich, eating cereal. You know, somebody gonna pay you to make a sandwich. Like that's the mentality of so many people during the course of the day. They thinking that they're gonna get paid to do whatever they doing, that they light up and blast it out there. It is in preparation to get paid for doing this.
Right.
And everybody not gonna get paid for doing it. Everybody that started with that.
Not everybody got it.
That's like that common denominator. That's that common denominator throughout the South, bamming on the table in the cafeteria. Everybody that was bamming on the table in the cafeteria is not going to.
First of all, everybody couldn't bam on the table. That was number one. You had to have specific people on the table to bam to make sure you could bam on the table. I knew everybody couldn't do it.
Right. Good afternoon. You're on the Ask Mathis show. Yeah, you're on the Ask Mathis show. Give a call back after 3 o'clock. Wow, that was interesting. That was real time. That was real time. I'm about to have to dispense justice. I thought that was, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was Miss Williams, Tanisha Williams from Elite Realty, calling on the line. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and pick this up. And, we dispensing justice. We can't do that.
Not right now.
Not right now. Not right now. Not right now. But your boy, man, President Sleepy Joe Biden, man. President Sleepy Joe Biden, bruh. We go, bruh. He trying to put us in debt forever, bruh. This man ain't seen nothing that $1 won't fix, bruh. I don't know if I like it, bruh. He giving up too much money.
Hey, hold on,
bruh,
man. I'm gonna stick up for Joe.
He giving away, bruh.
Trump already gave away money for Corona. It's just a little bit. It's just a little bit more,
oh my
man.
God! Oh my God!
Hey,
This infrastructure, they talking about another $2 trillion plus on the infrastructure, and that, bro, Lord.
You gotta make
we got to do the infrastructure. How else are we going to do the infrastructure?
Man.
How else are we going to do it? We going to wait another 10 years to do it?
They're talking about doing the
Are we going to wait another 10 years to do it?
talking about capital gain, raising the capital gains tax from 20 up to 28%. And you have Amazon, Jeff Bezos, they done signed off on it. They ain't necessarily signed off on the 28, but he said, you know what?
They said 25.
We'll be cool. That's what they're thinking. Joe Manchin, West Virginia, is saying 25.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Joe Manchin from West Virginia.
Joe Bezos from Amazon, he didn't say what percentage, but he was saying that, corporate tax could be raised and whatnot. It's just, the thing is, man, we can't spend our way out of this. Or if we do, we got to do it. Let's do it smartly. If we do it smartly, somebody was just talking about the HBCUs. That was a very smart investment, the HBCUs. When you talk about from 1869 to current day, 1867 to current day, the HBCU investment is a wise investment if you look at it in that perspective. So you're talking about putting in $2 trillion into the economy for broadband, for, certain educational services. I'm with it. I'm with it, man. But just trying to just give people money, man, I'm not sure. But, we're going to bring the money person on here. We got Tanisha Williams from Elite Realty, and she going to tell us about the money. Miss Williams, welcome to Ask Mathis. It's an honor to have you here.
Hello, Mr. Mathis. How you doing?
I'm doing great. So we're talking about this this proposed infrastructure plan. Have you looked at that in terms of what it's going to mean for your business and your clientele at all?
I just hopped on. Brief me real quick.
Okay, so there's a proposal for $2 trillion going into, they just got the stimulus. Folks ain't all get their checks yet for the stimulus. They still ain't, you know what I mean? Folks still ain't get those checks. You got, PPP. Everybody, they already talking about Florida's going to be scam central.
Of course.
With PPP.
That's real.
Well, we are right. So can we all admit to that?
We can admit to that.
Okay,
it's been already been going on.
Okay. And y'all remember we just had the big Medicare fraud, Medicaid fraud with all this billing. All of a
and
sudden,
then what happened with that guy? He
becomes the governor. He becomes the governor. Well, I'm just saying. Okay, so let's just be strategic about it. That's all I'm saying. Can we just be strategic about it? That's why we bringing in these experts, so we can be strategic about it. That's
we need the right thought process.
Right.
That's right.
So what we need to do is have, individuals like Ms. Williams and Elite Realty and to steer us in the right directions. I'm a part of so many organizations that have building funds.
That's real too.
They got building funds, right?
Especially
they got
churches.
Hey, you said it, I didn't. But so many of these folks got building funds. But what we need to do is we need to get, these community coalitions together. Having a broker, having a realtor, identifying some land, some opportunities, and doing it from, a macro level instead of a micro level, one individual house. You get straight for that house, but the community that many of us come from, they left behind. So as we move into, what's going on by bringing in, I read, your team, over 100 realtors, you guys have done over $100 million, in sales. What's the key to your success?
Consistency. A lot of people that look like you and me, we want it microwavable, right? But I love the fact that we've gotten together because Elite Realty Partners is about 158 of us, and 99% look like me and you, right? So we've been able to literally take people who thought that they couldn't do it, didn't know how to do it, and show them how to do it consistently. And that's really the thing. I tell people all the time, consistency equals commission check. So no matter what you want to do, whether it's real estate or any other business, you got to be consistent at it. Don't give up just because the money isn't coming fast, because as long as you remain consistent, the money will come.
That's what's up. So when you say consistency with somebody wanting to get into the business, they are a teacher or, a fireman, a police officer. I got a case where one of the witnesses on the case was there showing a house and then went into police mode. So you have, all kind of folks who, understand something about real estate. What is it about real estate that's so attractive and that you think people don't know about, Ms. Williams?
It's a lot of money in real estate. Of course, all of the things that's a lot of money in, we don't know too much about it. But when it comes to flipping properties, when it comes to building homes from the ground up, when it comes to buying multi-level properties and multi-families, that is where you can really, really get a lot of money, lucrative and generational wealth. So that's the retirement money, is like what I like to call it, passive income. So with FHA, you can buy a property up to 4 units. So your first property, if you can, you should try to make sure that it's a multi-unit, and you can live in one unit, right, and rent out the rest, or maybe, whatever you need to do to look on paper. Absolutely. And that way you're becoming an investor and a homeowner. And then the next time you just begin to build your real estate portfolio from there. And that's really the true key to real estate, because statistically, real estate is one of the highest ways to obtain wealth. And we're the ones lacking in numbers, right? Because the investors are buying them all up, and they're foreigners, and they don't look like me and you when it comes to the majority. But I am proud to say that I see a whole lot more of us buying and flipping and holding. And that's what's going to make the difference later on.
That's what's up. We had Tanisha Williams, Elite Realty, your broker, all her things that she's doing, and she's definitely making a name for herself. She and her team, y'all got offices, throughout South Florida, Orlando as well, right?
Yeah, so we're opening an office in Port St. Lucie. We have agents in Orlando. We have 2 offices here, one in Miramar off of Flamingo Road and Miramar Parkway, and another in Davie off University and Griffin Road. So, and we're looking to open one in Miami Gardens by August, right? So we're just trying to look for the right place so we can have some boots on the ground in Dade County.
That's what's up. You hear that, boots on the ground, like she got an army. It sound like you the general.
Oh, we definitely an army. Definitely. Definitely an army. When we come through real hard.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Tanisha Williams, a realtor on the Ask Mathis show today, brought to you by X1 Adjusters, and Henry Bean. Y'all got any kind of issues, y'all get X1 Adjusters a call. They'll come out for that free. Don't take no for an answer. Don't let the insurance companies tell you no. They'll come in there, give a second opinion, and end up getting you another check. Now, investment clubs and organizations like that, do you deal with any of them? Do you encourage folks who are new to investment, got a little stimulus money, and, feel like they want to, do a little something if they don't necessarily qualify as a first-time homeowner, but got a little extra bread, credit about 650, not high. It should be over 700 before you take advantage of some good rates, right?
640. They only need a 640 to get a decent interest rate. Then once they get above 700, of course, the interest rate is even better. But yeah, 100%. A lot of us, what I love about our agents, we're not just doing traditional real estate together. A lot of our agents are investing together too. They are flipping houses together at Elite, getting Airbnbs together at Elite. So 100%, we always welcome in other people to teach them how to do exactly what we're doing. And it's a lot of Black men at Elite Realty Partners that have partnered together in investing. So if anybody wants some information on, wholesaling or how to invest, 100%, because you may not know, but wholesaling is when you can use other people's money to generate some type of wealth. So we definitely welcome anybody who has any questions with investing, because we're partnering with each other ourselves.
That's what's up, man. So it sounds like you read The Art of the Deal, the Donald Trump book before he became president, because, he made his money on other people's money.
Other people's money.
That's what's up. So how long have you been doing real estate? What got you into it?
Well, back in 2015, my husband and I, we bought our first property, and I was looking to see, hey, what's my purpose? I knew it was much bigger than being a correctional officer. I was a correctional officer at the time, Dade County, and I wanted to do something different. So I asked God to show me my purpose, and real estate fell in my lap after we bought our first house. And I was selling houses and a correction officer at the same time, but I made 6 figures in real estate, which was more than I was making as a correction officer. So then I knew, hey, it only made sense to kind of switch over and do something that I loved. And I haven't looked back since. I've sold well over 150 houses, majority of people that look like me and you who thought that they couldn't. And now here we are.
That's that consistency that you started off with.
Yeah.
That's that consistency. And
it wasn't always easy, but as long as you stay consistent, keep your head down, stay consistent, and keep grinding it 100%.
And that's
will work out.
And that's 6 years. You looking golden, man. Can I get that Jill Scott, living your life like it's golden, man? Williams up here, golden, big smile. Hey, man, you looking successful.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Looking very successful. And one thing that you said that we like here on the Ask Mathis show is that you're not keeping it to yourself, that you are bringing in other people, inspiring other people, and sharing your story. When you share your story, it's a person that says, oh, man, I don't know anybody that's like you. It's such a mystery. But when you come out there and say, hey, you know what? I saw a story the other day about this janitor, not a janitor, but a car he was the car attendant in a parking lot. And this black gentleman saved his money for over 30 years working in this as an attendant in this parking lot, and now they were featuring him as giving investment advice, because one of the companies that would park there, they were brokers, like Wall Street brokers or folks around, and they would come and taught him probably 30 years ago, and he started, investing in the market, and now, he has over $1 million in the bank.
Wow.
And, he and his wife were just showing how they started modestly, very modestly, and he was still like just hanging out at the, I call it hanging out now, but he's still working at the parking lot, but he's always got these cameras and folks around, because like you said, when you was doing corrections, you was making less money than, what you're doing now, what you love to do. And that's if you stay consistent.
Yeah.
And his wife was just, she was talking about how, she just saw, he started off very, very modest, and she was with that. She rode with him when it was downtime. And just over time, he just said, hey, we're moving over here now. Like, what? How'd you do that or whatever? He was just saving and investing, keeping his head down. So that was some great advice. We have Ms. Tanisha Williams, Elite Realty, here with us on the Ask Mathis show. And she's talking about, calling them for any real estate issues, investment issues. They got a team of over 158 realtors throughout South Florida and in Orlando. So what are you working on right now? Any big projects, or are you focused mainly on the individual buyers and sellers?
Well, individually, I started real estate coaching. And just to touch on what you were saying about that guy, I was pregnant at 15 and I had my daughter when I was 16. So I know all about, it's not about how you start, but it 100% is about how you finish. But now I'm a real estate coach. So I'm trying to help others and coach them all over. I just had a consultation, someone way out in Houston, Texas. So I do real estate coaching because there's a lot of agents that don't know what to do. They're at these big name brokerages with these brokers who are not trying to help them sell real estate. So I decided to, start some coaching so I can really help people get to the next level. So I have that service available as well.
Yeah, that's interesting that you say that. I in what I do outside of the radio, I've had some opportunities to be in some litigation involving, realtors, real estate, certain deals. And when you talk about, it boils down to the training.
Yeah.
And I know, like with some, they'll say, well, in this particular firm, they want you to, do a bunch of area canvases, canvass the area, just going down and just targeting folks. And everybody's not built for that. Like, everybody's not built for, just going and knocking on somebody's door asking if they're interested in selling their property or putting, a little note or a sign, on their property. And so, it's definitely going to require somebody to hold their hand, or some people's hand. But then you have other folks who, right out the box, they putting together, open houses and just other situations, or convincing people to sell property that they didn't even know they wanted to sell, so.
But you know what, Mr. Mathis, is all about personalities. Because what I realized, because I have so many agents from other brokerages and they were not selling any houses, but then they get to Elite and they start selling, I realized that some people have the potential, but they just need somebody to pull out the production. So we started turning potential into production, because there's so many people that are just sitting on talent. They're just sitting on their gifts, and they just need the right coach or the right person to bring it out of them. And after that, it's game over, because I have people that went from $0 in real estate to 6 figures in real estate. And who would have thought? They didn't even think. But when you get with the right coach and when you get with the right team, we'll pull it out of you.
That's what's up. So who are some of the people that you looked up to, you know, in terms of real estate? It doesn't even have to be someone that you even work with, but it could be, you know, Tony Robbins, or it could be, you know, just other folks who are out there and you kind of saw what they were doing.
Grant Cardone.
I'll say, you know what, right here locally, Claudia Ann Hibbert Smith. I'm gonna just be honest with you. She was a teenage mother like me, and I saw her doing her thing in real estate. And to be honest, I made a phone call to her when I first started real estate, and she's talked to me for a whole hour. She didn't know who I was, but she literally poured into me for an hour, and now I can call her a friend of mine. And, you know, a lot of people from Miami know exactly who she is. She's doing her thing. Shout out to Claudia. And I can say that's somebody who I looked up to back then. And I still look up to her now as a friend.
Amen. That's something that we find consistently throughout the board with the individuals who, you know, come on the show in all walks of life, all career paths, but mentorship, you know, either the need to, you know, pour into others, to pay it forward, you know, because we're all standing on the shoulders of other people who thought it not robbery to spend a little time with you and just, you know, speak to you. And, you know, being one of those people now, you know, on the side of pouring out more to, you know, young folks who are starting out in this industry, I still feel like I'm one of those young folks starting off in this industry, even though I've been doing this 25 years. But a lot of times, just for them to know who you are and to tell you about certain things, it is you end up talking because don't nobody want to talk to you at home. The wife don't want to talk to you. The kids, oh, Dad, you know, what's going on? You like, hey, I got these folks in there like, Dad is a little bit of a big deal somewhere doing something. Y'all, look, these people want to talk to me.
My kids the same way.
Yes, the indeed.
Same
but
way.
Mentorship is so very important. And, you know, we're just happy to see that you're being consistent with the formula for success. We appreciate you very much. Do you mind sharing some of your contact information with our listeners and our viewers? And, you know, behind BackStage, this brother in here, DJ Newkirk, is going to, you know, put this together in a format that we can share with you, and you can, you know, you can put it out. But we have Miss Tanisha Williams. Let them know how they can get in touch with you and what's your mission and just anything that you like to leave some parting words with our audience.
Well, first off, I just want to thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Mathis, right? Just to even have this platform and invite me on here. I definitely thank you for the opportunity. Our mission at Elite really is to promote financial literacy in our community. I mean, I've been supporting Black business way before there was an Elite Realty Partners. I am big on supporting Black business. So I'm trying to help as many people that I possibly can who are the underdogs, right? I remember being the underdog. I remember when I had a baby and they thought that I wasn't going to be anything. People started stop talking to me, treated me a different kind of way. But here I am, and I just want to make sure that I promote financial literacy. We put the people well above the profit, and that's what will never change. So I'm super excited, man, and we just want to roll up our sleeves, help as many people as possible, and treat your money like our own money. It's so many realtors out here that are not here for your best interest, right? We tend to think that other people who don't look like us might treat us a little better, but the truth is you want to connect with somebody that's going to treat your money like their own. Think about the right things that literally is going to take you to the top. Don't put the money first. Put the passion first. Passion over profit, and focus on the people. You can find us at your favorite broker, your_favored_broker on Instagram. Website is trusteliteinc.com. If you're looking for a property or to sell your property, or if you just have questions. A lot of people say they want to help, but then when you call them, they're not really trying to help. But you can call us. Any question you have, there's no dumb question. info@trustyleinc.com. Shoot us an email. Matter of fact, you can even call my cell phone, 954-706-4165. I truly am on a mission to help as many people, especially people that look like me, make a difference.
That's what's up. That's Miss Tanisha Williams, CEO.
I just followed her on both the IG platforms. So DJ Newkirk 1, I just followed you.
Wow. Appreciate that. I'll follow back.
Right.
Appreciate that.
That's what's up, man. You know, she got over 10,000 followers, so you know.
Oh, okay.
Just,
So,
just know.
I'm trying to do a little something.
I'm privileged then to go ahead and get that follow back.
Yeah, just know.
I got you.
Just know. Teddy T.
Oh man, it's a pleasure, you know, to see you, a woman like yourself, in the position that you're in, and I just like the fact that we have great women at this time, a matriarch element of women that are really empowering other women and young sisters to really, you know, continue the legacy. So thank you for what's going on.
Amen.
Thank you.
That's what it is. Miss Tanisha Williams, Elite Realty. Thank you so much. Your favored broker.
I know that's right. Keep doing your thing, brothers. I appreciate you guys.
All right, now that's what it is.
All right.
Bless one.
So we have, you know, Tanisha Williams, man. So definitely, y'all make sure y'all holler, you know, at her. You know, if you got any kind of issues dealing with real estate, finance, other things you want to get into, give her a call, man. And then once you get into that crib and something go wrong, then we're going to give Henry Bean a call and X1 adjusters to make sure, you know what I mean, that the insurance company going to come by and be like, nah, that ain't our fault. It's pre-existing. It was as is, you know, force de jour, whatever they going to come with. Then Henry Bean going to come out there and say, like Matumbo. Come in there and say, we ain't
so how
having
you like
it.
the Matumbo
I'm loving
commercial?
it. Bro, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Anytime I see a brother or a sister get a check, I'm loving it. Snoop Dogg, I'm like, man, get that man
Snoop doing this thing, bro.
Get that brother as many shows, as many commercials. Let him be the commentator at the fights now. Man, Snoop Dogg is opening up so many spaces because you know what it is about Snoop Dogg is that, you know, as smooth and swagged out as he is, Snoop has always been articulate and understand what I mean by that. Meaning like a hardcore, like you're not gonna understand Rich Homie Quan or Young Thug and, you know, just coming out there if you trying to do business. Like if you corporate America, you trying to do business and you listening for the lyric or whatever, somebody trying to sell you, you know, a record for your movie or your commercial, or you know what I mean? Of course you'll have the folks that's deep in the culture and be like, yo, man, Young Thug gotta come and put this and just bless your track or whatever. But you know what I mean? They want to keep it very, very simple.
I mean, Snoop has been endorsing a lot of products for years.
Yeah. Correct. So understand the reason why it is. It's not because there's an affinity for Snoop. Is that Snoop's going to be on time. Snoop's going to come in. He's going to do exactly. So to the persona, to many, Snoop is just some in the hood street. Snoop is very organized, very business, very structured.
It's the people that he puts around him.
People
that's
that he put
the
around.
number one thing. He always got all the right people around him to make him stay on point. I mean,
stay on point. So understand you have to work that much harder to convince the folks that are going to write that check that this person that's coming around here talking about brr, 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 you know, emulating the sound of a chopper, a street sweeper.
Right.
This is the person that's going to come and endorse your product. You may have some out of the box people that say, yeah, that's what I want. I want that. But that's going to be a smaller slither than the people that's Major League Baseball that's pulling out of Georgia, that's pulling out of Atlanta, that's, you know, Delta Airlines, Coca-Cola, that's saying, yo, legislature of Georgia, y'all don't got it right. There are going to be some consequences to doing it. So, of course, you know, there's a thin line between keeping it real and getting this paper. You know, so understand.
And he's been able to pass the time. He had a murder case, and you know he's had these different charges, but he hasn't been held accountable with him with his career, and he's still been able to get the endorsement deals. So it's a pretty good thing. It's definitely a good thing. Snoop has definitely been able to test the time as being an endorsement and a hip hop icon.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. So Matt Gaetz, man, y'all been following the story of Matt Gaetz, Florida congressman, bro, who's a heavy Trump supporter. He's the guy that, when Liz Cheney, the third in command of the House of Representatives, former Vice President Dick Cheney's daughter, came out and was basically voted in favor of impeachment in the House. This other Republican, Matt Gaetz, sitting congressman, went to Wyoming to campaign against her in Wyoming. That guy, this guy. So this is the one who got into a huge argument with the brother, and the brother was like, "You don't understand," and he was like, "Why don't you understand? I have a black son, So Matt Gaetz is in it up to his ears right now. So what they're alleging is that he is potentially being he is being potentially investigated for child sex trafficking, allegation of having sex with a 17-year-old, right? So dealing with that, and his homie has been indicted. The one that his guy has been indicted. His Batman the Robin guy has been indicted. So they like birds of a feather. So it just came out yesterday, because this story's been brewing for like a week. But what came out yesterday is that he was lobbying Trump for a pardon.
Yeah,
He was lobbying Trump for a pardon.
Why not?
Back
Everybody
then. So it's like, when you see these folks out here and you're like, yo, why? Folks is like, yo, why is Kodak sending out photographs? Why is Lil Wayne sending out photographs with Trump? Chances are you scratch my back, I scratch yours. So you sitting there dealing with, what it is, a quid pro quo, going back to the first impeachment with Ukraine. Yo, announce that you're going to have an investigation with Joe Biden, and then I grant you this meeting in the Oval Office and let you get this photo out. It's you know what I mean?
Well, brother, and
Trump comes
going
from
through that, you ain't gonna do it. I would have done it too. Like if you to get rid of your, because the next thing could have happened to him, he would have went to jail. They wasn't gonna put him on probation again after he's already had so many felonies.
Yeah.
They would have put him away. So he had to do what he had to do.
We're gonna see. But that's a story that's brewing, man. It's definitely a story that's brewing, man. So that's all I got, man. Teddy T, Newkirk, anything y'all got, man, before we rock?
The only thing I had here, you had a woman shot dead in Miami-Dade.
Oh, yeah, man. Unfortunately, man, I was going to talk about that a little bit with Miss Williams. So got this lady, 40 years old, man. So, they calling them squatters. They got a squatter task force. Folks who just been in cribs or homes or what have you because there was an eviction moratorium. So, they say this person been sitting there for not paying. Brickell on the 22nd floor.
Oh, no. Not Brickell on the 22nd
Brickell on the 22nd floor, bro. So you already
he was getting it. He was getting it for real. That was some lavish living. Now, they must have had some parties.
You don't even call that squatting no more. That's different. They got to come up with a different
name. That's like
name.
you don't hit a bank, man.
You want Brickell on the 22nd floor?
Bro, you on the 22nd
overlooking
floor.
Overlooking water?
Brickell.
Come
and
on.
The thing is, they was like, she was telling them. It was a female, bro. It was a female, and she was telling them, hey, there's going to be some consequences and repercussions if somebody come up in here. So they went up in there with the Teflon shields, with the shields, and when they went in there, she was blasted.
Oh, she had her own pistol.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, bro. She was telling them what time it was.
And it wasn't even her crib.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't know all those details. I don't know those details, but you know,
Allegedly.
it couldn't have been straight trespassing. Because
Right.
it was straight trespassing, police could have just got her. They said she been there over a year, so you don't have to go through the eviction process for trespass.
trespass.
You know, that's
gotta-
a police matter.
Right.
But if a person got bills or they got whatever, that can, you know, at least.
That's a big.
Now that's the thing.
court.
Now that's the bigger issue. Free game.
Right.
Don't let nobody stay at your crib that you gonna have an issue getting them out.
That's
I'm just telling you right now.
That's real.
I'm just telling you right now. Right now. Somebody come through a day or two, they got to go. They got to go. Cause you let somebody stay in your crib over a week and they have somebody send a piece of mail to the crib or bill collector come sending something to the crib. Now they have, you know, your address.
They have domain.
You know what I mean? That is enough.
That
They're not
direct
going
domain.
to win. They are not going to win, but that is enough to get them into court and force you to go to court to force them out if you feel like this is something, you know, giving somebody a key. Oh, I'm just let you hold the key and all. Now they come into court and I got a key. You know what I mean? That's just a little free game. That's a little free
I had an
game.
ex that had that problem, and then her nephew, she tried to kick out her nephew, but he was staying there over 6 months, and he had mail coming there. They couldn't kick him out. And she kicked him out, changed the locks. He was able to go to the...
go in there and
had
she
the
getting in
locks,
trouble.
And she got in trouble.
And
And,
she
we
got
got
in
locked
trouble.
up when she tried to kick her back out. When she went back after the police came, they made her leave her own crib.
Just know, just like I said, don't let nobody stay at the crib that you're going to have a problem getting them out. Woo!
Free
Period.
game.
Period. Free game and we out.
Like that. And for everybody, this is a treat.
Break out the food and the drinks, it's gonna be a party. Turn up the music real loud, invite everybody. Go right ahead and smoke and play some cards, just make yourself at home. It's okay to take somebody's hand and get your groove on. We're all up in here, timing couldn't be better. I love to see my people come together, talking about friends. I'm talking about friends and family. Now everyone is getting along, the feeling in here is so awesome. Why don't we just go on and call this party a world reunion? Let's reminisce on all the good times we shared through all the years. Let's take a toast to the ones that we loved and we miss and could not